A logistics company in Germany spent 14 months and €2 million building a fully autonomous AI agent to manage their supply chain. No human approvals. No checkpoints. Fully automated. And in March of 2026, that agent quietly rerouted 43 shipments based on a hallucinated port closure, one that never happened. The damage? €3 million. The fix? They added humans back into the loop. That story is not unique. It's playing out across every industry right now. So let's talk about Agentic AI, the biggest buzzword of 2025 and 2026. An AI agent, in one sentence, is a system that doesn't just answer questions, it takes actions in the world, autonomously, to achieve a goal. That's the promise. And it genuinely is exciting. But the gap between that promise and what's actually happening inside enterprise boardrooms, developer teams, and real business operations in 2026? It's enormous. And most people aren't talking about it honestly. Until now. Let's go back to 2024. OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, and 100 startups got on stage and showed demos of AI agents that could book your flights, write and send your emails, research and close sales deals, debug and deploy code, all without a single human clicking approve. The demos were incredible. The hype was nuclear. Venture capital flooded into the agent space. And here's the thing, the demos actually worked. In controlled environments. With curated data. With narrow, well-defined tasks. The real world, it turns out, is different. Gartner in 2025 predicted that over 40% of agentic AI projects will be cancelled by the end of 2027. Not because the models are bad. Because the organizations deploying them can't operationalize them. Can't govern them. Can't explain what went wrong when something breaks. And something always breaks. Here's the math that nobody told you. If an AI agent performs a 10-step task and each individual step has 85% accuracy, which sounds great, the probability of completing the full task correctly is 0.85 to the power of 10. That's about 20%. 1 in 5. For an autonomous agent running your supply chain, your customer contracts, or your financial approvals, a 20% success rate is not a product, it's a liability. And the failures aren't small. They compound. That's what makes them dangerous. When an agent gets one step wrong, the next step doesn't know. It just keeps going. Building on a broken foundation. This is what researchers call a hallucination cascade. An error in step 2 turns into a disaster by step 9. A recent benchmark test of the best AI models available in 2026, including GPT-5 and Gemini 3, found that even on the best day, these models completed fewer than 25% of real-world tasks on the first attempt. After 8 retries, success rates climbed to just 40%. Then there's context collapse. Long, complex business tasks stretch the boundaries of what a model can hold in its memory at once. The agent loses track of constraints it set up earlier. It contradicts itself. It redoes steps it already completed. And when the agent does something wrong, who's responsible? In a fully autonomous system, nobody can answer that question clearly. And that's a legal, financial, and reputational problem that most enterprises are not equipped to handle. Here's the pivot. The companies that are actually generating real ROI from AI right now, in 2026, are not running fully autonomous agents. They are running structured workflows where AI handles the execution of individual steps but humans sit at the critical decision points. They call this human in the loop. And it is less sexy than fully autonomous AI. But it works. Here is what this looks like in practice. A law firm uses AI to research and draft a contract. The AI does the heavy lifting, combing through precedents, formatting clauses, flagging risk areas. Then a lawyer reviews the draft. Approves it. The AI sends it to the client. The client's team responds. AI processes the response, flags any issues, suggests edits. Another human approves. AI routes to finance. A human signs off on payment. The entire loop is maybe 70% automated. And that 70% represents a 300% increase in how many deals that law firm can process per month. The tools making this happen right now, N8N, which has over 230,000 users and just surpassed 180,000 GitHub stars, it's the workflow automation tool that's eating the automation market. LangGraph, which has become the dominant technical substrate for production agentic workflows, it has a built-in interrupt function that pauses any step and waits for a human to approve before continuing. CrewAI and AutoGen for multi-agent coordination. Make for no-code automation. And Microsoft Copilot Studio and Salesforce Agentforce for enterprise-scale deployments where humans stay in control at every high-stakes junction. Companies using this approach report average ROI of 171%. U.S. enterprises specifically report 192%, 3 times the ROI of traditional automation. That is real money. So who wins and who loses in a workflow AI world? Companies that deploy structured workflows now, where AI handles the volume and humans handle the judgment, will operate at a scale and speed their competitors can't match. The jobs being transformed are not being eliminated. They're being amplified. A lawyer who used to review 5 contracts a week now reviews 50, because AI preps 45 of them. A financial analyst who ran 10 models a month now runs 100. The new skill that's worth gold right now, and I mean this, is called workflow architect. The person who can map a complex business process, identify exactly where AI adds value, identify exactly where human judgment is non-negotiable, and design the handoff between them, that person is invaluable in 2026. Human judgment isn't becoming less important. It's becoming more concentrated and more powerful. When do fully autonomous agents actually arrive? Realistically, for narrow, low-stakes, high-volume tasks, they're already here. For complex, irreversible, high-consequence business decisions? We're talking 2028 at the earliest. What needs to happen first? Better model reliability, better observability tools so you can audit what an agent did and why, and clearer regulatory frameworks for accountability. We're building all of those. But we're not there yet. Here's where I land on this. Agents are not coming to replace you. Workflows are coming to make you 10 times more productive if you learn to design them. The people building human-in-the-loop workflows today are not waiting for the future of AI. They are the future of AI. The companies chasing fully autonomous agents and ignoring structured workflows are spending money to build very expensive failures. The ones quietly wiring together N8N and LangGraph and putting humans at the right checkpoints? They're printing money. Don't chase the agent hype. Build the workflow instead. If this changed how you think about AI automation, subscribe. We break down the real AI business story every single week. And I want to know, are you using AI agents or AI workflows in your work right now? What's actually working? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. See you tomorrow.